Hello, math peeps. How we doing? Just going to do a little bit of a review here with our adding integers information that you guys have been doing so awesome with. We're going to practice 5 problems here together in this little teaching session, and then you will have an assignment to do on Math IXL, that new program we've been using. Okay? So let's look at this. Complete the statement below, then use a number line to find the sum 6 plus -2. We probably don't need a number line at this point, but we'll go ahead and answer the question, okay? 6 plus -2 is how many units from 6? How many units away from 6 are we moving? We are moving 2 units away from 6. And it is a negative, so that means we are moving in the negative direction, also known as to the left as we're looking on the number line. All right. So then 6 plus -2, our rules of adding integers tell us that when we have 2 different signs, because we've got a +6 and a -2, 2 different signs, we are going to subtract. So 6 minus 2 is 4. And then we need to decide if we're going to keep it positive or make it negative. Remember, in that situation, we think about how far they are from 0, their absolute value, and we go with the number that is further from 0, that has the bigger absolute value, and that is 6. 6 is a positive number, so we leave our answer positive. All right, we're going to look at this one. This says 7 down here. We're not doing that many, don't worry. Okay, complete the statement below, then use a number line to find the sum -1 plus -2. Okay, -1 plus -2 is how many units from -1? We are moving how many units? We starting at -1, moving how many units? We are moving 2 units from -1. And this is -2, so we are going in a negative direction. And if we have -1 plus -2, when the signs are the same, we leave them the same. So we know that this is going to be a negative number. And then we just add. 1 plus 2 is 3. So -1 plus -2 is -3. All right, we are going to hop to number 4. And look at this. This is one more like this, is the last one like this. 5 plus -3 is how many units from 5? In what direction? We are starting at 5, and we are moving 3 units away from 5. And again, we've got a negative sign here, so we are going in the negative direction. And then I see that we have different signs. So when we have different signs, we need to subtract. 5 minus 3 is 2. And then we need to decide if we keep it positive or change it to negative. Think about which number is further from 0, 5 or -3. 5 is further from 0, so we are going to keep this answer positive. We are going to look at number 5 and number 7. This is an example of how we would use this in real life. Suppose a deep sea diver dives from the surface, so from the surface at 0 to 84 feet below the surface. That's where this -84 is coming. So he went to -84 feet below the surface. He then dives down 13 more feet. The diver's depths is represented by the sum of negative 84 plus negative 13 because he was first 84 feet below the surface or below zero. Then he went another 13 feet further down. So negative 84 plus negative 13. Find and interpret the sum to describe the diver's present depth. So we're going to add these integers. They are both negative. So that means that we keep the sign. Okay? We keep the sign and then we just add. And I'm pulling out my calculator here. And that tells me that 84 plus 13 is 97. So the deep sea diver is negative 97 feet below zero, or feet below the surface. So he's 97 feet below the surface. He started at 84, went 13 feet further down, and so negative 97 is where he is at now. So how would we say that in words? Negative 97. Can you be negative 97 feet away from something? You cannot. And we know that 71 isn't right because we know that it has to have 97. This would be our answer here. Negative 97 stands for 97 feet below the surface. One more problem here, folks. Okay, this looks worse than it is, okay? We're going to match the situation in column A with its addition expression in column B. So don't even look up here right now, okay? We're going to look down here at this one, okay? A fish swims at 13 feet below sea level and then swims another 13 feet deeper to avoid a shark. We're going to show 13 feet below sea level by starting with negative 13, right? Because 0 is the level, and if you're below that level, then it's a negative number. So negative 13. So we know we need to start with negative 13. Okay. And then we're going another 13 feet deeper. So we would choose this one. The other one has us starting at 13 feet above sea level, and that is not where we're at. Okay, let's look at this one. Tara takes 13 steps forward and then takes 13 steps back. So if you're going forward, that would be positive. And if you're going back, that would be negative. So we're 13 steps forward and 13 steps backward. That would be that one. The temperature drops 13 degrees and then rises 13 degrees. That word drops tells us whether it's a positive or negative number first. Drops 13 degrees is negative 13. And then it rises 13 degrees. Negative 13 plus 13. All right, that's all I have for today. Please make sure that you go back to the hybrid slide and look at what your assignment is for today in Math IXL. See you soon.